Hello dear students, welcome back to the science class. Dear students, in the previous video class, we were studying about the first lesson, that is food, where does it come from? Okay, we have studied some of the concept. Okay, in that we studied about producers, consumers and decomposers. Yes, let us revise now. Then what are producers? Producers are nothing but the green plants are the example for producers, as you have learnt already. Nothing but they will prepare their own food here. What producers will do? They will prepare their own food. By the which process? By the process of photosynthesis, the producers will make their own food. Okay, so example for producers are nothing but here the green plants. All green plants are example for producers. Okay, the next concept we studied is consumers. Okay, we learned in that the three kinds of consumers: herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Okay, consumers are nothing but they will derive their nutrition from other animals or plants here. What are consumers? Nothing but they will derive their nutrition from other plants and animals. As herbivores are nothing but the animals which eat only plant. For them we are calling it as herbivores animals. The next we studied about the carnivores. Carnivores are nothing but the animals which eat the only animals. For them we are calling it as carnivores animals we are calling. The third kind of a consumer is omnivores. Omnivores are nothing but the animals which eat both plant as well as the animals. Okay, the animals which will eat both, even the plants also they will eat and even the animals also they will consume here. So for them we are calling it as omnivores. These all the concepts we have studied in your previous video class. Today in this video class, let us begin with the next concept, that is plants as a source of food. Yes, dear students, plants are the sources of food. Do you agree? Yes, plants are the sources of food. We are getting many kinds of food from the plants itself. As you all know that many of the food whatever we are consuming or even the animals are consuming, they are derived from the plants only. So here is a sentence, that is plants as a source of food here. Okay, as you all know that the sources of food, for whom it is a source of food? For the living organisms. Then what are the living organisms? Living organisms are nothing but plants, human beings, animals, birds. These all are living organisms. Then for the living organisms, from where we are getting the food? From the plants itself we are getting the food for the living organism. So we are calling plants as a source of food. For whom? For the living organism. As you all know, then from where we are getting the food, which parts as the food we are consuming, like a stem, root, leaves and flower. These are the parts of a plant we will call. What we are calling? For a stem, root, leaves and flower, we are calling it as what? We are calling it as the parts of a plant. Even these are the parts of a plant, and these even are the sources of food also. Yes, we are consuming the stem also. Stem is also one of the source of food from plants we are getting. Even root is a part of a plant and even it is a source of food also. Leaves and flower, these are the parts of a plant and even these are the sources of food for human beings, or it may be animals or living organism. Okay, see, we get vegetables, fruits, pulses, cereals and spices from plants here. Yes, vegetables, whatever vegetables we are consuming in our day-to-day life, that vegetables we are getting from our plants here. And next one is the fruits also. Yes, we eat many variety of fruits, like it may be apple, grapes, okay, then any other fruits, bananas. These all are some of the fruits. From where we are getting these fruits? From the plants itself we are getting these fruits. And even the pulses, cereals and spices, whatever we are using in our day-to-day life as a food source, these all we are getting from a plants itself. So we are calling plants as a source of food here. Yes, dear students, let us see the diagram here. Can you observe this one? Even this diagram is available in your textbook also. You can go through it. So here we are having the what diagram for plant here. So we are having what we will get from the plant here. We will get the seeds also. Yes, we are getting the leaves also. Like the leaves, we are getting palak, methi and all. These will come under leaves part. That leaves we are consuming. Okay. Next one is the fruits also. Fruits also we are getting from the plants itself. Even the flowers. Yes, even we are getting these plants also from the plants only. Then stem. Yes, we are consuming the stem also. Even the root part also we are consuming. These are the sources of food here. So different parts of a plant as a sources of food. Then from a plant, what we will get? We will get the different parts of a plant as the sources of food here. So dear students, there are around 2000 plant species which are cultivated for a food here. How many plant species are there? There are around 2000 plant species are present. How many plant species are there? 2000 plant species are there. Why the 2000 plant species are there? Because for the cultivation of a food. Yes, if we want to cultivate the food, if we need the food, then we have to cultivate that one. Yes, we have to cultivate. So there are 2000 plant species which are cultivated for a food here. I hope you all are understanding the concept here. Okay, once again I will revise. Plants are the sources of food. For whom it is the source of food? For a living organisms. You all know what are the living organisms. So, as a source of food, what we are getting? We are getting the stem, we are getting the roots, leaves and flower. Which food we get from plants? We get a stem, roots, leaves and flower. These are the some of the food which we are getting from a plants here. Let us see now about stem, roots and leaves one by one here. So the first one is the roots here. Roots. Yes, what comes in your mind, dear students, by hearing the word roots? So roots, we eat the roots like which roots we are eating? We eat roots like sweet potato. We eat roots like a sweet potato, carrot and even turmeric and dalhia. These roots store the what they will store? They will store the nutrients. They will store the nutrients. So they are rich source of energy. Yes, you all know, dear students, if we want to do any work, if we want to do anything, we need what? We need energy. Without energy, we can't do any activities in our day-to-day life. Yes, correct, dear students? So here root is one of the part of the plant here. Yes, you all know roots are present where root is it is present below the soil. Where root is present, it is present below the soil. It is also considered as a source of food. Root is also considered as a source of food. It is for whom? For a living organism. For whom it is considered as a source of food for the living organisms. For the living organisms, root is considered as a source of food here. So, which roots we are consuming then? Any some of the name of the roots can you tell? Here are the some of the roots like sweet potato. Yes, can you ever eaten the sweet potato? Yes, everyone has eaten the sweet potato. Carrot. Yes, carrot you all will like very much. Yes, carrot halwa you all are eating. Correct? So carrot, sweet potato, turmeric and dahlia. These are some kinds of roots here which we are eating in our day-to-day life. Correct? So then in the root part, what we are getting by eating the roots? In the roots parts, we are having some of the nutrients. You all know what are nutrients. Already in your previous classes you studied. Nutrients are nothing but those nutrients will help us to grow. They will help us to stay healthy. Yes, and they will give energy also. There are total 7 kinds of nutrients are there. Carbohydrates, vitamins, minerals, fiber, water, again proteins, fats. These all are the nutrients which are present in a food. Okay, so in these foods we are having what? We are having the nutrients. These roots will store the nutrients. So why they are storing the nutrients? Because they are rich source of energy. Yes, these roots will give us the energy. So we have to consume the roots in a proper manner. Yes, dear students, we eat roots like sweet potato, carrot, turmeric, dahlia. These roots store nutrients. Then what they will store? These roots will store nutrients. Why they will store the nutrients? Because they are rich source of energy here. Okay, I hope you all are understanding. This is the first source of food here. From the plant we are getting this one. So where the roots are present below the soil here. They will grow below the soil here. For example, carrot will grow under the soil here. Even the sweet potato also. It also grows under the soil here. Yes, this is about the roots. The next source of food is stem. The next part, that is the stem here. Then stem, potato and sugarcane. Yes, we all heard the word potato. Yes, everyone likes the potato very much. Yes, potato and sugarcane. Sugarcane. Potato and sugarcane will come under the stem part. These are considered as a stem here. Sweet potato, carrot, dahlia, these turmeric, these all will come under a root part. Then under the stem part, we will be having a potato and a sugarcane. These are the few examples of what here? These are the few examples of stem. Yes, can you give example for stem? Yes, potato and sugarcane are the example of a stem here. So these are the edible stem. Examples of what here? These are the example of edible. What do you mean by edible, dear students? Edible is nothing but which we can eat. Okay, eatable we call. Another name for edible is eatable. Nothing but these stem we can eat. So for that in a science term we will call it as a edible. So potato and sugarcane are few examples of edible stem here. The meaning of edible is eatable. Nothing but we can eat that stem part here. Okay, yes, we are eating the potato also and even sugarcane also. Many plants store carbohydrates. You know what is carbohydrates? Carbohydrates or fats in their stem part. In which part they will store? In their stem part. Yes, dear students, listen here carefully. So, as you all know that potato and sugarcane are the edible stems. Then, in this stem, what is present? Carbohydrates or fats. Okay, in some stems carbohydrate is present and Then what are these carbohydrates and fats? These are the essential nutrients which is required to our body. So carbohydrates and fats are present in a stem part. Okay, so many plants store carbohydrates or fats in their stem part here. So we have to consume the stem part also. So this is the part of a plant. Stem is a part of a plant here. Okay, dear students, I hope you understood about the stem part also. So in a simple words I have explained here, you can go through this one. Okay, example for stem is the potato and one more is the sugarcane. And example for roots are carrot, then turmeric, then sweet potato. And even dahlia also is an example for a root part it is. That is also edible one. Okay, the next part here we are going to study is seed. Yes, you are very much familiar with the seeds. Seeds. Edible seeds include edible. I have told already the meaning of edible. Edible seeds include, what it includes? Edible seeds, can you tell? Cereals. Cereals such as which cereals? Yes. Do you know what is cereals? Yes, dear students. What is cereals? Do you know? Here some of the example I will tell. Then you will come to know. Maize. Yes, you heard of maize, wheat, and rice. These are the example for cereals. For these all, maize, wheat and seed, for these we will call it as a cereals. Okay, these will come under a seed here. Edible seeds include cereals. In that cereals, again we are having maize, wheat and rice will come under a cereals. Cereals are example for seeds here. Next one is the pulses. Next one will see legumes. Yes. Then legumes include what here? Legumes such as beans. Yes, we heard the word beans also and even you have eaten. Beans, peas also. Yes, green color peas you have observed. It will come under a legumes here. Even the bean also will come under a legume here. And lentils. These are the example for a legumes here. And even the nuts also. Nuts are nothing but you have nuts here. For example, we can give example as the nuts we are consuming in our day-to-day life to get the energy here. Yes, these are the example for a seeds here. Okay, these are the edible seeds. Edible seeds include what here? Cereals. Example for cereals are nothing but here maize, wheat and rice here. The next one is a legumes. Example for legumes are bean, peas and lentils. And under the seed even the nuts also will come. Nuts are nothing but here dry fruits. Yes, you are consuming the dry fruits in your day-to-day life. Yes, it will also come under the seed part here. So dear students, today in this video class we learned about the different parts of a plant as a sources of food. How we are using the different parts of a plant as a sources of food. As today we learned about the root part, even the stem part and even the seed part also. And even we are consuming the leaves also. Yes, leaves like as I have told already, palak, it may be methi, it may be, these will come under a leaves part. Okay, in the next video class again we'll continue with this lesson. Till that, watch this video, read the lesson, okay, and write down some of the difficult words 5 times in your rough book. Okay, have a nice day dear students. Thank you. Bye.